Greetings, good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time you are receiving this message. This is Issues, Coach Ish, whatever you want to call me. Let's talk some boxing. Good fight coming up this weekend. Oleksandr Usyck versus Daniel Dubois. A lot of people are kind of sleeping on this fight, I think. Um, and I think partially is because Daniel Dubois, let's start with Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois, young up and coming heavyweight. I think he's 25. Um, um, had a shaky start. First loss was to Joe Joyce. Took another loss. And then he just recently got a win, picked up a strap. And he's been through a bunch of changes and coaches. So he had a rocky start. He was one of the hopefuls coming up in the heavyweight division. And people kind of gave up on him because his last few outings, even not the last win, but I think he had another win before that was kind of shaky. Got up off the canvas a few times to get the win. So he has looked bad in certain fights, right? What are his attributes? He's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's young. 25 years old. He's more of a puncher than a boxer. Has an aggressive style. Has dynamite in both hands. And this is a turning point fight for him. You know what I'm saying? This is a turning point fight for him because he has a new trainer. His trainer used to train Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora had mild success against Usyk. Probably the last fighter to have somewhat success against Usyk. Now I did see a video where Usyk was saying that he played possum against Chisora in order to get the chance to fight Joshua. I'm not sure how much I buy that. I watched the fight, and it just looked like a lot of what Chisora was doing was bothering him. Chisora fought a really aggressive fight. He was very smart to come in and not try to box, which Chisora is not really in his wheelhouse. He's more of a brawler than a boxer. So he came out and made it a rough and tumble affair and was able to have a little bit of success. Now, Daniel Dubois can benefit from what Chisora did against Usyk. Because in order for Daniel Dubois to have a chance to win this fight, he can't box with Usyk. He can't box. He can't get in there and box. He got to make it very rough and tumble, a very ugly fight. You know what I'm saying? Usyk has beautiful skills. Beautiful skills. If the fight is beautiful, artistic, okay? Boxing is an art, and sometimes fighters can fight in a way that's artistic, express themselves artistically. Floyd Mayweather does it well. Bud Crawford does it well. Vasily Lomachenko does it well, and Oleksandr Usyk does it well. All right. So if the fight is a beautiful fight, then it favors Usyk. Daniel Dubois has to make it an ugly fight. He has to make it an ugly fight. People who are good at ugly fighting. Derek Chisora is good at ugly fighting. Dillian White is good at ugly fighting. Current dudes, I'm trying to think of who else. You know what I mean? But yeah, I digress. So he has to make it a rough and tumble affair. He has to impose his size in his youth on Usyk. That's what he has to do. Get in there, make it uncomfortable, land some good shots. Test Usyk's chin, test his metal, test his durability. You know what I mean? Um, so that's really his only chance of winning this fight. You can see if he'll be able to pull that off, but that's his only chance of winning this fight. But he does have a chance. This is a winnable fight for him. He can win it. You know, it's not, chances are slim, but he got a chance. Oleksandr Usyk is unified heavyweight champion of the world, and he is a brilliant boxer. He is a brilliant boxer. He's very crafty. He has very good footwork. He has very good head movement. He's a boxer. He's not a brawler. He's not a puncher. He's a boxer. And so Oleksandr Usyk is coming into this fight with the advantage, all the advantages, and can't afford to take Daniel Dubois lightly. He can't afford to do that. You know what I mean? So Usyk, in order to win, he just have to do what he do. He just have to do what he do. Make Dubois miss. Dubois, sometimes when he's trying to throw them power shots, he kind of stiffens up a little bit. He throws wide hooks sometimes. He can be a little bit robotic at times. His last couple fights, actually, especially that last win that he got, I watched that. I can't remember the guy's name he fought, but he looked real. He looked more streamlined than I've seen him in the past. He looked more comfortable than I've seen him in the past. So maybe that's a credit to his new trainer. Not sure, but for Dubois, even if he's in a situation where even if he don't win, it could be a win. Even if he don't win, it could be a win. The reason why I say that is because, well, what I mean by that is, let's just put it like this. If he loses but looks better than Joshua, that's a win. That's a win. If he loses but looks better than Joshua, that's a win. Okay? He give Usyk some unexpected problems. That's a win for him because from that performance, he could move on to fight the likes of Anthony Joshua. Andy Ruiz needs a fight. So depending on how Daniel Dubois look against Usyk, Andy Ruiz, you know, him fighting Andy Ruiz is a very viable option, which will be a good fight. Because Lord knows Andy Ruiz is not fighting Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? They already made it clear they not fighting Wilder, which is smart because I think Wilder puts Andy Ruiz lights out. That's just my personal opinion. So, but Andy Ruiz, because he really don't have too many places to go. Joshua's not going to rematch him. You know, so a good performance against Usyk, even in a loss, can put him, you know, in the run-ins for an Andy Ruiz fight. Could put him in the run-ins for a Joe Joyce rematch. You know, I'd be interested in that, even though Joe Joyce, he sort of washed him. You know what I'm saying, a little bit, but you know, he's had Daniel Dubois. I think he's had two training changes since then. So, you know, new trainer, new skills, new look, new outcome, possibly. So, I'm looking for Daniel Dubois to at least put on a better showing than Joshua. That's what he has to do. Now, the fight is winnable. Fight is winnable. He has a puncher's chance. He really do. The boy can crack. The boy can crack. So he got a puncher's chance. But Usyk is a beast. Usyk is a brilliant fighter. In fact, I would argue that Usyk is the best pure boxer in the heavyweight division. Second to him is Tyson Fury, but I think Tyson Fury, well, I can't even say Tyson Fury is better because they haven't squared off in the ring. I say Tyson Fury is bigger. He's bigger, and even though Usyck may be more skilled, Tyson Fury's size, you know what I'm saying? Plus, he's highly skilled as well. But Tyson Fury's size might make the difference in that fight. But I think, just pure skill, pure boxing skill, I think Oleksandr Usyk is the best boxer in the heavyweight division. So Daniel Dubois got a uphill battle because the type of style that he has is tailor made for someone who's a slick boxer. So that's why he can't really give Usyk no room to operate. He got to come out and jump right on him, and try to make it an ugly fight and see if Usyk can win an ugly fight. Because if he give Usyk time and space to set up and let Usyk turn it into a beautiful affair, then Daniel Dubois is going to lose. Usyk is not known for his punching power, but Daniel Dubois has shown vulnerability. He's hit the canvas a few times, so he's shown vulnerability. So even though Usyk's not the biggest puncher, Usyk can drop him and stop him and all that kind of stuff. It's a heavyweight division. Y'all know how that go. Anything can go. Anything can happen. And so this is a fight that I'm definitely going to be paying attention to. My pick is Usyk, of course. I think Usyk is going to win. I'm going to say Usyk wins by unanimous decision. But, I'm not going to say I won't. If I would be surprised if Daniel Dubois get the win. I'd be surprised. But I'm looking for Daniel Dubois to, if he don't shock the world with a win, then at least shock the world by putting on a performance that people will look at me like, yo, they need to run that back. You know what I'm saying? If he can at least do that, then that's a win for him. And I like Daniel Dubois. You know what I'm saying? I like Triple D. Quiet as kept, he got a sister that's a beast too. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully he can overcome a lot of the setbacks that he had early in his career and at very least put on a really good performance that will make people want to see that fight again. But even if he don't get that fight again, if he puts on that sort of fight that people want to see it again, then he could be in line for a Joshua fight or Andy Ruiz fight. You know what I'm saying? Names like that. It'll kind of catapult him up a little bit. Even if he loses, but don't lose badly, it's no shame because he's fighting one of the best, one of the most skilled fighters, period, but definitely one of the most skilled heavyweights in the game. So that's my breakdown of that fight. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be tuning in Saturday to watch it, and I'll be back on afterwards to give my reaction to the fight and break down on what I see. So that's all I got. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let's talk about it. All right? Peace and love.